Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm your host for today. My name is Calvin. Welcome to the Reading Playground book launch and educational dialogue co-organized by the Penang Confucian School Alumni Association and Bow Association for Children with Special Needs. Today, we celebrate the incredible impact of Bow in advancing literacy and inclusion for children with special needs, marking a significant milestone in education, and we are honored to welcome you to this remarkable occasion. Before we begin, let's acknowledge our esteemed VIPs who are with us today. First in the list, please give a warm welcome to Yang Muhammad Khonitan. Our President of Penang Confucian School Alumni Association, Dr. Lim Ching Tong, is on the way, followed by Dr. Tony Tan, the Organizing Chairman, Dr. Tan Leong Yi, President of Bow, Mr. Simon Benjamin, President of MIHRM, Dr. Chiang Gyok Yen, CEO, Principal of Central College Penang, Mr. Stephen Goh, the founder of Sipai Ho Liao, if you ever watched his YouTube before. Last but not least, Mr. Franco Tan, the Executive Director of AIM Max Media Sdn Bhd. Mr. Franco Tan. Celebrate the official launch of the Reading Playground. We are honored to have this with us, a dedicated leader who has been a strong advocate for education and community development. It is my privilege to invite Yang Muhammad Khonitan, Penang State Assemblywoman, to share her thought on the importance of inclusive education and the impact of literacy in empowering children with special needs. Please give a warm welcome to Yang Muhammad Khonitan.
Dr. Lim Ching Tong, the President of Penang Confucian School Alumni Association, Dr. Tony Kui, our Organizing Chairman, Dr. Tan Leong Yi, the President of Bow, Mr. Simon Benjamin, which is my President of MIHRM, Dr. Chiang Gyok Yen, the CEO and Principal of Central College, and Mr. Stephen Goh, the CEO of 48 Ho Liao. Sipai Ho Liao. Oh, okay. 48 Sipai Ho Liao. And Mr. Franco. Where's Franco? He's not here, isn't it? He's my old friend. Okay. Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to all the parents, to all the guests, and also friends from the media. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera, salam Malaysia Madani, salam Penang 2030. And first of all, I have to apologize because I was told that this event, I was given a speech in Mandarin only. I thought it's a full Mandarin program. And nevertheless, because when I received this material, it's in Chinese, it's in Mandarin. So, but today I see a lot of faces consists of different races. We are gathered here to celebrate the launch of this beautiful material, and it shows that we are very diverse, and diversity is our strength. It's never our weakness. Let our diversity enrich us, unite us, and not divide us. So I would like to appeal to everyone that I can continue my speech in Mandarin. Would it be okay? 大家早上好。首先呢，我要感谢我们的主办单位，也就是我们的这个中华校友会，邀请我过来这边。那么今天呢，当我拿到这个致辞稿的时候呢，它是完全是中文的，我也没有想到说，有那么多不同的有族朋友也一起聚集在这里来支持这一个活动，那我觉得是很感动的啊！这也展示了我们的多元。那么严格来讲，这个区也不是我的区啊， strictly speaking, this kawasan is not my kawasan. But why am I here? 为什么我出现在这边 ？Because Zhonghua School is the only Chinese school in my constituency. 中华中学是我的选区里面呢唯一的华校。I've got 5 schools, 2 primary school and 3 sekolah menengah. So Zhonghua is one of them. And the reason why I'm here is because, of course, I'm the state assemblyman for Zhonghua School in Sri Delima, and Zhonghua School is a school that's full of history. Zhonghua School was founded in 1904. 1904年最早期就创办的，而且是由我们的周弼士来去创办的。那个时候呢还不叫中华，那时候才叫平章会馆，是在这个中华我们的华人大会堂那边，所以慢慢演变呢。1904年是一个很早，1904年是1914年是世界第一大战。The First World War happened in 1914, but the school was founded in 1904， 所以是很早期。那个时候呢，时代背景是什么呢？那个时候的时代背景是日本跟俄罗斯打仗，然后呢，帝国主义的扩张。我讲的有一点远了，但是我要给你知道，中华中学是一个历史悠久的学校，是我的选区很重要的一个地标。所以这是我出席的第一个原因。第二个原因呢，坦白讲，第二个原因主要呢也是因为其实呢，小妹在自己的选区 Sri Delima 里面呢，很少有机会讲华语的。I was saying in my kawasan, because it's a very diverse population, I rarely get to speak full Mandarin, full Chinese in my speech. So when there's an opportunity, when I was invited and given a speech in full Mandarin, I said, okay, finally I can practice again and polish my Mandarin. So that's the second reason why I'm here. Even though a lot of people may be asking, hey, I thought Sri Delima is Chinese majority. You're right, it's Chinese majority, 65% Chinese, but most of them are English educated. So even when I go to the Tai Chi event, you know, right, like morning exercise event, I have to speak in English also. Anyway, the third reason that I'm here today, 最重要的第三个原因 why I'm here today is because this is a very important event for education and also education for our special kids. 第三个最重要的原因我会出现是因为我觉得这个活动是一个很有意义的活动，因为它是讲教育，而且不只是普通的教育，而是对特殊儿童的教育。当我收到这本书的时候呢 ，Dr. Wu 我有跟 Dr. Wu 讲 ，I told Dr. Wu, can you please send me the book because he told me it's a book launching. I have to know what is the book about before I come. So he did. He sent to my office. But when I look at it, I said, this is not a book launching. It's not a book. It's a full material for education for our special kids, and specially designed for our special kids. And here I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate and to thank you to all the educators, doctor, everyone, for publishing this material specially designed for our special kids. Because in this world of information, everyone has a short span for attention. When we look at our TikTok, even the first 10 seconds, we can't even finish watching the whole video and we will just scroll. But when there are so many issues around, it's very rare that people actually take interest and attention in education, particularly education for special kids. So here I would like to, can we give them, all the educators, the parents, a round of applause for their dedication, commitment for special kids. 所以我刚才讲的就是说，我们活在这个资讯很发达的时代，每个人的这个注意力很短缺，也有很多议题要去争取的，不同的议题、不同的课题，很少人会想要花时间在教育，特别是对特殊儿童的教育。所以我也向在座的所有的教育工作者 致以万分的敬意。这本书不只是一本书，它是一个教材，也不只是一个教材，它其实是一个希望的延续，改变命运的工具，赞同吗？所谓的教育是什么？其实所谓的教育就是一个国家对公民的定义，它要培养出什么样的公民？国家对人民的定义，以及文化对人的理解，所以它是可以很多样貌的，它是没有一个标准，它是一个多样貌的。所以教育的本质其实是我们说为了学习，而学习的本质是什么？其实我们为了要生活。所以呢，今天我们讲要给孩子最好的教育，我们是想我们要给他们一个很好的土壤，把他们栽培成一个可以茁壮发展的种子。In Penang particularly, we have 90 primary school, Chinese school, I'm saying 90 Chinese primary schools. But there's only 6 schools that provide special needs education. There's only 6. This happened because in 2019, the government came out with a policy called Zero Reject Policy, where they cannot reject kids with special needs. So we see that there's some improvement, but it's never enough. We need everyone to come forward to spread the word. Awareness is key. So of course, when you talk about you need more primary schools with special needs class, you need to talk about teachers. You need to also have sufficient teacher who is aware and who understands the needs of our special kids. So of course this is a long way to go, and I expect and I hope everyone can chip in, can spread awareness, and let us hold hand in hand and speak up for the special kids. So with that, thank you to the organizer, and thank the authors, all the doctor educators for spending your time, your commitment in giving an opportunity to our special kids. Because when you empower them, you are not just empower children, but you are actually empowering the nation, because with education you can change their destiny, you can change their life, and when they are empowered, they can be the voice, they will be the future of our nation, and we need them to contribute to bring more productivity. 他们是我们国家未来的栋梁，我们需要给他们更大的支持。所以呢，在此我再次感谢我们的主办单位邀请我过来跟大家讲几句话。I want to thank the organizer for inviting me over to meet everyone, give me an opportunity to meet everyone. Once again, thank you for your commitment, your dedication, your sweat and tears, and your commitment to empower the kids. Thank you very much.
To YB Yang Berhormat Koordinator. To officiate the launch, we would like to have Yang Berhormat Koordinator again to the front. Dr. Tan, Dr. Lim, Mr. Simon Benjamin, Dr. Chiang, Mr. Stephen Gore, and the media representative to step forward for the puzzle unveiling ceremony. With us. Is the camera ready? Alright. Mr. Cooper is doing a video shoot. To the next program, we progress in education technology play a significant role in enhancing learning for children, especially with a learning disability. To shed light on this important topic, and we are honored to welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Woo Song-boon. So Dr. Woo Song-boon is a distinguished IoT and AI expert and a professional engineer registered with the Board of Engineers Malaysia. As a senior director in the leading multinational corporation in semiconductor industry, he has been the driving force behind advancement in electronic education and impactful community development initiative. So his academic credentials reflect a deep commitment to excellence, holding a bachelor degree in electronic engineering from the USM, an MBA from the Nottingham Trent University, and a doctorate business administration from the Asian University. He also refined his leadership expertise through executive education program at the Harvard Business School and the Stanford Graduate School of Business. Ladies and gentlemen, please again give a warm welcome to Dr. Woo to the front for his program.
Very good morning, very honoured and thanks my precious and be able to come and witness this very important event. Dr. Lim and all my fellows alumni and all the ladies and gentlemen. Before I start, I'd like to play a video for you how the AI really can play a role in education. When you think of AI, everybody will think that AI could be for the goods and for the bad as well, right? A lot of people will think nowadays AI can help you to do the work, but a lot of scams also start with the AI. So before I start, I'd like to play a video over here. I'm sorry, I bet my presentation point also in Mandarin. So now I have to use a multi-language as well. Okay, anyone knows what is really AI they're coming about? 1904? I started to talk about the material when we're trying to find where is the material. So, how do we actually teach our kids? Pictures, video, we teach them this is the apple, this is the orange, this is the pen, apple, pineapple, pen, right? So then they learn. So after that, when they see that, they also don't know, oh, this is pen, apple, pineapple. Artificial one, you are more intelligent. So similarly, we teach our kids, we need to teach the computer to make a model. When a model means, right, you teach them, this is apple, right? Different type of apple from everywhere in the world. They collect millions of the apple pictures for them to learn. After that, you show them this is apple. Through the camera, the computer says, hey, this is apple. That is the basic concept of the AI. Similar that we teach our kids, it's also started to form a model of it. Just like we saw in our brain, and this time we can store in anywhere in the world. Right now, I know that today we are launching the material for learning, to teach the kids that have a special needs with the special material, postcard, and all this. It's still very, very important. The AI will be here to help you to really assist a certain type of the special needs the kids in a special, different way, or complement whatever you already have in the material. It's not really replacing what you already running for since many hundred years ago. And we have to understand before we proceed, what is the AI that we can use to kind of assist for the learning difficulty? Because there are many types, and you look at that, whether you are learning difficulty, kids like dyslexia is one of the very common one. Just now, when we say about 6 of the school have equipped with learning difficulties kids, right? In fact, if you look at that, majority of them, a lot of time, besides the ADHD, dyslexia, and also the many other type of the learning difficulty, majority of the people will label that differently. I can speak in Hokkien, right? Okay. So example, when the kids that cannot good in study, what is people in our community will label that? Lazy lah, mind check, data, don't want to study. In fact, you must really understand especially the people of the dyslexia kids, it's not they don't want to learn. They really can't learn because that, I give example, the dyslexia kids with visual one. When they look at the white paper background, they look at the word, you look at that, do you look at the word very straight? But to them, they look like a wave. Anyone is expert in dyslexia? I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor here. I learned it because one of my third kids is actually have a dyslexia issue. We don't understand why that she can't even speak at the 3 years old, 4 years old. After they look at the word, they always say, I'm very tired. Every day come back from school say, I'm very tired. I say, you run around in the school. I say, no, I don't run. Why they're tired? After diagnosing many doctors, a lot of them reading is an issue for them. By the way, my profession is not medical, so I just go share through the experience only. So, if you look at the student with the difficulty versus the without difficulty, is about 15% of them. Maybe out of 100 or 15 of them is really an issue. So, how are we able to really enhance our AI accessibility to teach all these people? So really, we have the multiple language over here, and English and Mandarin probably that really able to really read that. But it will not take long. But I just want to kind of give awareness that a lot of students really come with the learning difficulty problem. We talk about really important of the AI. Yes, the tools is already there. However, the educators is also not ready to do that yet. Today, we do have all the material ready. Even we have the tools, we have the software that ready for the educators mean the teachers. It's also quite challenging that really to understand every student needs that they need, because every special needs kid have a different challenges and also what they need about. And how are we able to encourage the educator to really get the student to continuous learning, professional development, collaboration, and also encourage that how we can even do a personalized learning. We have the ratio of the learning difficulty of the student and the teachers. That make it very challenging for the teachers to do a personalized learning for them. So one of my kids that actually go to the PPKI school, you all know PPKI, right? The special needs, and it's like normal school, but there's special needs section for PPKI that to teach all this kids. And you look at the ratio of the teachers now getting better to the special needs student, but it's still very challenging to gather to make it personalized the difficulty. I think it's not, they can't really sit there for many hours listen to you like a normal kids, right? So it's very important that the AI, when we develop the concept, is really come with the gamification. Gamification is like playing tools around. Rather than the physical, the follow the standard path that we are teaching the normal kids to learn. And let them play, let them learn by playing through the games and also some of the tools. Say just now, starting 2001, 2002, the AI getting more popular. And wow, what we can really see that there's a lot of increase in the adopting the AI into the teaching right now, especially for the difficulty student. And in just a recent study in 2024, I think more and more tools have been developed to really kind of, since even it's not mature, it's just like a year past, but I'm sure in the next 5 years, 10 years, it will become very common. Strongly encourage all the educators and really consider to do that. So of course that why it's important to have that, because that you also can actually use it, the teachers, to track the progress of the student. What are the tools that available today that you can really start to really share with your friends and kids that really have this kind of learning difficulty? So a few that actually are listed out here, you can do a Google search. There's many started to pop up since 2004, 3 we really started. It may not be so mature, but I'm sure that in the next few years it will become more and more interesting. So this is always a question that we will ask, how? This is how. You can actually adopt this tool to do that. I'd like to maybe invite some kids over here. Say, for example, I take one of the book. You can take one of the book also. Anyone? Any kids that you come over here? Okay. 来，妹妹，拿这本书一下，来读给大家听一下，这个是什么？来，你拿一下，读出来啊，读这个字出来。
妈妈会唱歌，妹妹会唱歌。
很好 ，she's give a clap to good important name. See, she is very good because she's normal and intelligent kids, right? Better than AI, intelligent kid, not AI. I'm sorry,
妈妈会唱歌，妹妹也会唱歌。母鸭会游水，母鸡不会游水。9. 母鸭会游水。
This is what I not recorded before. You can flip any pages. It will read for you. Because I know that he has visual feelings here. He can't read because anything on the white paper with the words he cannot recognize it. So, but in Malaysian context, all the books are in white one, right? So I have to make a glass for him with yellow color one. But it's also very difficult. But if you need this kind of tools that available, I just hope they available like 20 years ago, then it really can help him to look at the book and translate and make it audio, and he can listen pretty well. Anything that audio that he can learn, he can actually explain to you. But our education don't have that kind of system. So I do hope that this is one simple example of the AI tools that really can help some of the kids that have it. There's many other types of the AI tools available right now. I hope that that is my last call to action. Explore yourself, get some AI tools, and also assist your as a compliment to all your kids. Thank you.
天会。
大家早上好。听得到我的声音吗？好。Okay. Today's talk is going to be delivered in Chinese, but I know that some of you may not be comfortable reading Chinese, but that's okay. I've already prepared the notes in English, so you can just scan and you can get the English notes. Okay? Yeah, but today's one is in Chinese. Okay? Already scanned, so that I can continue. 孩子看起来很 OK， 却无法识字，该怎么办？孩子呢可能会有一些语言障碍的问题 ，OK？ 可是我今天要说的是，对很多孩子来说，说话是很容易的哦。排除了他的语言障碍的问题啊，他会口齿伶俐，有人这么说。可是为什么他不能够认字呢？很会说话，就像今天大家说的，大家都说得很开心，对不对？是吗？好，说得很流利、很流畅。可是为什么有一些孩子不能够识字呢？所以今天我有2个主题啊，第一个是快速念名，第二个是字形结构知识。我可以请你们念一念吗？用中文来念。是不是很简单？好，这是数字 ，OK。那么这个字母呢？是颜色呢？对，很快哦。还有呢？好，最后一个。对，好，华文字。念音呢是。看起来好像是已经变成了一个很强的一个工具，去测试这个孩子有没有阅读障碍，尤其是我们所说的 dyslexia 哦。好，我们来看一下。那么你们看一下这个中国的研究，这个是主要是他们做所谓的 meta analysis。就是别人已经做过的研究，然后他们把这些研究呢整合去做分析。这个研究呢，它涉及了9735名儿童，平均年龄呢，他们其实年龄范围啊，其实是3.4，大概4岁左右到4.6岁。好，这一些儿童呢，他们的特点就是我们所谓的 IQ 都是在 所谓的那个标准，在那个标准找一些比较靠近现在2025年的那个研究给大家看。好，然后记住他们在做研究的时候呢，他们有所谓的那些所谓的 dyslexia， 就是阅读困难的学生，然后有所谓的 typical， 就是那种一般的孩子，然后还有一个组别呢，就是阅读水平跟那个 dyslexia 儿童是一样的，可是他们年龄比较低。这个快速念名啊，在这个中文里面，如果那个孩子长大了，把它看在文字的那个情境里面，我们就把它说成认知的速度都达不到，所以我们需要专门的训练。这个应该已经跟发育晚，好像有些人会说我的孩子只是慢，我再给他多一些时间。假设这个恩琪呢，我已经教过他这些字了 ，OK， 可是我发现他读得很慢 ，OK， 他读得很慢，所以呢，我会怎么做？我会训练他，让他读得快一些。所以，如果我们在日常的那个教学当中呢，我们就会用所谓的闪卡，所以我们会快速的把那个卡呢闪一遍 ，OK， 因为这一个很奇怪，今天的讲座就是我的滑鼠呢本来是没有事情的，但是 today's it is not okay the mouse， 所以我有很多PPT 都是用滑鼠来控制的，我不知道这样子一个控制会怎么样，但是我可以试试看看。所以首先呢，恩琪你开始读。恩琪说我会，如果你到达这个绿色的呢，就是说它用的时间是相当长的，所以我是用颜色来让孩子知道，我们这样在训练孩子的那个认明速度。好，这个研究报告的时候呢，会比较倾向于中国或者是香港，台湾就比较少，我也不知道为什么。所以我们在做meta analysis 的时候呢，他们只包括两个国家 ，OK， 就是包括中国和香港 ，OK。分组就是同龄的普通儿童 ，OK， 还有同阅评水平的儿童 ，OK， 我们来看一下他们发现了什么。好，他们发现还是一样啊。我发现只要是跟这个中文研究，尤其是阅读障碍研究有关，他们肯定会提到这个快速命名的。好像中文呢，就是一个我们在看中文字的时候，好像是把这个中文字当成是一个物品，然后看了就要读出来，看了就要读出来，看了就要读出来，所以它需要快速的。它跟英文或者是马来文是不太一样的。第一个，没有人选，对 ，This is not a Chinese character. Okay, I will explain why later. 第二个，是 is a Chinese character. 第三个 yes. 第四个对。呀，第五个 OK。第五个is actually a Chinese character. If you know Chinese character well, you should know that the 鸟 appears sometimes not very, actually it's very rare, okay? On the left of the Chinese character, okay? So I think most of you think that the 鸟 is actually on the right of the character, okay? But there are some Chinese words tells you that the 鸟 appears on the left, okay? Now, so this is not common, but if you select this one, I'm sure that you are very, very well versed in Chinese, okay? Yes, luckily no one selected option 6. Option 6 is not a Chinese character, and I will explain why. Option 7 is not, okay? Now, option 8, yes, it's a Chinese character. Because you know that Chinese, we divide Chinese characters into maybe two parts or 3 parts. Okay, 我们把它分成3个部分，或者是2个部分 ，and this is called components. Okay, or 如果是学术一点，我们就会叫它 radicals。但是这个 radicals 是有时候它只会在左边，有时候它只会在右边。所以 他们从香港，我觉得这个研究是从香港发引起的。OK， 中国我觉得后来他们才跟这个香港，所以他们香港在很多年前他们就开始研究这个字形结构意识，他们就发现这些有阅读障碍的孩子，他们对这个字的这个 radical 或者是这些我们所谓的部件，它的位置呢，其实是他们的认知其实是不明显的，他们可能不知道。他们不知道说反犬旁只是在左边哦，所以如果你看 option one 那个反犬旁是在右边是不对的。可是对阅读障碍的孩子来说呢，他们没有这个醒觉。你会做连接，你知道这个丁跟很多字有关系，所以在我们的教学里面，我们会做很多字形结构的教学。知道这个字怎么读吗 ？This is a Chinese word， 偷怎么读？醍醐，对，你给老师看醍醐怎么写。它的右边有什么？对，所以就是表示它是鸟类，对吗 ？Okay，if you see, look at the Chinese word 醍醐 you will be able to know this is a bird, it's a type of bird because there is a bird on the right of both characters. Okay, so 你会写蝴蝶的蝴吗？你试试看写蝴蝶的蝴，但是你不要写那个虫字旁啊。对。然后，它的鸟是在右边还是左边？那醍醐是什么？鸟，所以它的右边有什么？对，所以你可以写鸟，来试试看。看到吗？好，谢谢。问他那个蝴，他会不会写蝴蝶的蝴？There's a Chinese word called butterfly, as in 蝴蝶。So the 蝴蝶的蝴 and the 醍醐的醐 they both sound the same. Okay, and 对，你可以看一下蝴蝶的蝴 and the 醍醐的醐 essentially they share the same component. Okay, now what makes the difference between butterfly and the pelican? Now, you see the Chung, it means that insect, okay, or small animal, 小动物。那么鸟呢也是一种部件来告诉我们说那个是鸟类，所以鸟类和虫类它们的分别就是在它们的偏旁的不一样。所以呢，我是用恩琪已经知道的字形结构意识呢，来教他不知道的。今天为什么会请恩琪来？是因为我们也请了恩琪的外婆。恩琪的外婆呢，一向来都是在教导恩琪，所以恩琪呢，他的哥哥以前是来这个 BO 的那个阅读活动，后来恩琪他本身是来我自己的课哦，但是我们发现恩琪的华文进步得很快，他可以变成一个很独立的思考者。
我的外婆，我可以称呼我新天。那么我今天是想，我会以华语来分享这个故事，可能会比较有一些情感在里头。I would like to share this sharing in Mandarin because there will be some emotion in it. Then probably later I'll translate it in English or in Bahasa. Okay. 恩琪其实恩琪是阅读障碍的小朋友，华语对他来讲是一个很 weird 的语言嘛，因为在家我们都是以英语沟通。那么我是从他3年级开始带到现在。那么以前他读华语的时候，一句句子他可能只懂1个生字或者是2个生字，那么其他他都会以英语来跟我沟通。那么到了现在呢，他几乎都是用华语来跟我沟通的。 那么，比如我做一个例子，就是听写 spelling 哦，听写对于他这个孩子来讲是一个 no， 每个星期拿回来成绩都是0单0单0单，10分20分这样子而已。那么现在呢，他可以甚至于默写都不需要到我的帮忙，所以我是如何跟他有这么的一个交流跟学习的过程呢？因为我本身是华校生，以前我们学听写的时候要抄嘛，一个字抄50遍60遍你就 memorize 你就记住了，但是对他来讲是一个很大的负担一个很大的负担，所以到最后呢，我就因为时常有问他老师如何教他，那么我就开始教他部首。那么一个字可能是由两个component加起来变成一个字，或者是3嘛，所以我就会把它拆出来。要很多的双人旁然后旁边加什么等于什么，所以每次我都必须要教他，有时候教到吐血，教到吐血。那么就从中这样子开始拆部首了以后，他就会慢慢每次他来听写的时候，他说：“外婆，你教我怎样拆部首？这个是什么部首？这个是什么部首？”那么间中我们就一直在这样子的互相学习了。那么到了平时我如果有外出要去旅游的时候，他就会很紧张因为什么呢？听写没有人拆部首给他，所以他就不会做。所以我就说 OK， 我10天不在，你自己拆部首，拆了以后你再 WhatsApp 给我，我在别的地方来 call 你还是怎么样才教你说。所以从中他又自己拆部首了，然后拆的当中可能会有一些问题，就是不对啦还是什么啦，那么我就回来了以后又再纠正他了。那么间中我有去 attend 过一个课程，是由陈老师主办的如何去教导这些孩子，就是后边有那些教材就把这些字拆起来了以后，又再把它煮回去。那么从中我就利用了老师真正上了一堂课后，以那个经验来教他。他现在听写呢，完全不需要我的帮忙了，而且他学听写呢，就是我拿出来看了一遍，读了一遍，把他的部首组合拆开了又煮回去，我就不必再教他了。就从中N7每次我就会教他阅读课本。阅读的时候，我跟他讲，你不会的字，你 underline 你就画一条线跳过，不会画一条线跳过。那么再倒回来算看整个课文里面，比如说有100个字，他不会15个字，我就会告诉他，你达到的成绩是几%，你会了多少个字，不会了多少个字，那么再由他去检查字典，自己又再去读。那么从中他现在的华语听写作文这些东西都是拿星的，在学校里是老师的其中的一个小伙伴呢。
Okay, before we move to the next program, I would like to have a very short 5 to 10 minutes question and answer. If you have any questions in your mind, feel free to ask our 2 presenters today.
Over the times I believe in getting more accurate. Why? Because it depends on you. Because AI is actually the tools to assist you. First time, if you look at them, the answer is not towards that what satisfies you. It means that they still have something to learn. Right now, I think for as of the latest that it came out 401, it's actually quite accurate with it. And why? Because the more people are using the ChatGPT like LLM, you will learn more. Just like I say, right? AI is just a learning model. The more they make mistakes, the more learning. So it's for us to tell them, I'm sorry, you're giving the wrong answer. You actually will respond to you. Same like we're teaching our kids, right? So they learn. They actually say that answer to you. If you think that it's not so accurate, not correct, you also teach them, right? Say, hey, this is maybe the right answer you should consider. So tell them also, if you're using the ChatGPT, you tell them your answer may not be correct.
But at the same time, we can see that they benefit from AI. But we also see that it's actually to a certain extent the fact that we should learn and also after learn. So that's why university is also developing policy to guide the use of AI in learning. So I just wonder, in your opinion, whether there is also a need to develop policy or guideline in how we can use AI to support learning, especially in early intervention.
We develop an AI policy to guide or provide guidance for the university usage. In fact, not only university, Malaysia just launched a national AI office. Not sure you heard about that about a year ago. And that national is under the Ministry of Digital Economy. It's not about education. Every single AI say okay. To make sure that everything will be guidance under the policy. Every single field, including the education. So just a bit more patient than to really hang on. Once you have to start from the nationals and the policy built by the law before they can propagate down into every single institute.
So what we are doing now indeed is we have observed our students over the past few years. We actually felt that as AI is advancing, our students actually, their ability and intelligence are enlarged, deteriorating. So I think this is what I perceive, and many of my colleagues, I believe they also perceive the same. So, and I actually agree that we have to focus more on application questions. And until to a certain extent, now we actually have to stop using digital report. So we actually have to make them come to the tutorial room and to actually write down the answer without any access to digital facilities. So, but I think AI is part of our life. We cannot stop it, we cannot deny it. But it is important for us to find a way to manage and also to utilize it so that it doesn't overcome the ability to learn. Because it's sad to see that those students generate report from AI. So especially I think if this convenience is becoming commonplace, we don't want AI to actually replace our child's joy and ability to learn. So I think it's the need to find a balance.
Really a challenge from any time when the new technologies get involved, right? You have to feel the way that how we can differentiate to make sure that all the kids can still learn before they can use the AI to assist them. Thank you. Yeah, you're right.
Perhaps something more practical. Okay, see, I have an 8-year-old child who is diagnosed with ADHD, with attention problem, and also with autism. Right. So you have this AI program in front of the child, okay? But the problem is that most kids are easily distracted, with other things. So how could I sustain that interest, attention for this particular child, given this AI?
Some of them, they may have a difficulty to interact communication directly to the society, right? But if you have using even a normal ChatGPT, they can actually interact with them pretty well, but still need under the guidance of the educator or the parents and guidance to guide them how to ask the question. They will find more. Okay, that's a good thing. Bad thing, they will be more dependent on the ChatGPT in the future because they can help them to express their communication better. They will feel a bit more confident. Because some of them, they may not be able to express the whole sentence, for example. But if you're using the ChatGPT, you just put in a few keywords. It can construct the question, the communication for them, and can even play back the sound as well to show them what they wanted to express. That will help them to be a bit more confident for the communication side. That is one of the areas. The rest, I'm not so expert on, ADHD, how they can actually sit there and all this. But you can really try that because I also see some of the apps, it's pretty good, that they do kind of support the ADHD as well, especially more on the pictorial side.
Dealing with dyslexia kids, but what if the special kids with autistic
and then not really verbal. So how can we help them in learning languages? Or when do we know what is the right time to kickstart? Because now maybe he totally not interested at all in reading. I mean, in learning words.
我觉得这个问题就是 non-verbal， 然后什么时候开始识字？我觉得这个问题，最能够解答这个问题，应该不是我觉得语言治疗师会比较适合回答这个问题，就是我们是不是要开始教这个小孩子认字 ？OK， 但是我可以跟你分享，我在大学的时候读过一篇文章。那个文章的作者是告诉我们说，如果你的治疗师告诉你说，你的孩子呢，可能因为他 non-verbal 就是他没有语言嘛，对吗？所以他可能在认知的时候，他可能也是有一些问题。然后那篇文章是告诉我们说，其实你不要太纠结这个孩子能不能认知，你要想的是这个孩子。他的整体的那个福利，就是他的整体的 well-being， 他你是不是能够照顾到？如果他真的是无法认知的话，你是不是有什么替代的方法，可以去替代这个认知的部分？
他在学校里面无法抄下老师写下的功课，那这个是不是一个改善呢？
会发现有阅读障碍的孩子，他们也会伴随着，因为如果我们讲纯阅读障碍啊，就是跟阅读有关，但是你会发现有时候他们会伴随着一些其他的一些我们所谓的问题，比如说无法抄写的问题，这个它是伴随着的，也是相当的可能。所以为什么我们说，当你发现一个孩子呢，他有认知问题的时候呢？你需要带他去做一个 testing， 或者是去见一下他的治疗师。
是关于那个教学的方法。第一个是刚才陈老师有提到 rapid naming， 还有 orthographic knowledge。我想问一下，教时候的那一个 sequence， 你会先教 rapid naming 先，还是orthographic knowledge？ 这是第一个问题。然后第二个问题就是华文，我们有分成字跟词嘛？
对。
因为华文的字有些会比较抽象，你一定要在词那边的意义才能呈现。所以你会特别在这里有一些程序吗？还是一起讲？
要问我说这个孩子有没有阅读障碍的话，我通常会头晕。但是我很喜欢回答跟教学有关的题目啦。所以第一个问题到底是教 orthographic？ 就是字形结构意识呢，还是教 rapid naming？OK， 我们的做法呢，都是因为我们的终点是认字，对不对？认字一定要快速嘛。可是，在还没有快速之前呢，我们会做很多 orthographic knowledge 的那个认字的方法。所以 orthographic 是先于 rapid naming。有一些字呢，其实在中文里面，它其实很难学的，比如说也。那个也字啊，我不能够独立教他的，我必须要让他在句子里面出现，所以我就会教他讲一些简单的句子，比如说我喜欢唱歌，妈妈也喜欢唱歌 ，OK， 所以用这样子的一个教法，然后最后才来做闪卡的训练。当他无法从那个闪卡里面读出那个字的时候呢？我又再把那个句子搬出来，所以真的有一些词语真的很难教。等到我的孩子呢更深一层的时候啊，就是他们可能已经学了好多字，他们现在可能4、5、6年级，那时候我发现orthographic 已经基本上不太重要了，因为他们都有了一些基本的知识，我反而觉得 rapid naming 是更重要了。
Actually, I just want to say something very different. Because there's so much technical discussion, I want to address the question that she asked earlier. I'm actually not a specialist at all, But from years of being in the Bow Center, and the point I want to make is when you see a child who is non-verbal, and then you worry about the child not reading, let me give you an example. One of the first children we met in Bow, he didn't talk at all, but he could read. But you just had to look at him carefully as a person, as an individual. This is the most important point to stress. Every child is an individual. They can be different, So our education system, the problem is that we have big classes. We fail to see children as individuals. So the same answer to that question, if the child cannot copy from the board, actually copying from the board is a very difficult thing to do, But the child may be able to read very fast. So if teachers can recognize that each child is slightly different from the next child, and then they will be able to. I just want to emphasize this point. Somehow in the entire process of today, nobody has emphasized the importance of looking at each child as an individual. And the only way you can help children with special needs is to really recognize that each one of them is different. I mean, they may all have dyslexia, but they may all have it in different ways. So the only way you can help them is to look at them carefully, observe them, and then establish a good relationship with them, play with them, and then see, wow, what is the strength of this particular child? In fact, what I would like to say is to thank, on behalf of both, the Confucian. Confucian, let me not get the most important name wrong. Penang Confucian School Alumni Association. I practiced it in Chinese this morning, but didn't expect to have to say it in English. So I'd like to thank the Alumni Association for so kindly organizing today's function and giving both a chance to do a lot of publicity for the book, as well as, to my great surprise, there's so much awareness and knowledge now, a lot of people talking about special needs, which is a very good step ahead, I think, for this field. And I must thank the Alumni Association for this occasion, because we have also benefited from your donations. Board, as you know, is the NGO, and we're entirely dependent on donations from various bodies as well as from individuals. So thank you very much. That's my closing remark. Thank you to the organizers and to everyone.
Alumni Association, we would like to extend our heartfelt appreciation for your presence today, and we also celebrate this milestone in education and inclusivity. Thank you for being part of this celebration of literacy, learning, and inclusion. Lunch is now served. Please enjoy the meal and continue to network and engage with the attendees. Once again, thank you.